What do I price my house at? Because I'm ready to sell. Stay tuned on all the tips you need to know. Hi, this is Joy Larson with the Joy team and the Keller Williams Real Estate in the greater Cleveland area. Thanks so much for joining us. Today is all about you sellers and finding out what price you should put on your house. This is one of the most important steps you need to do because pricing it will get you the most amount of money in the least amount of time, and you want it sold, right? Well, make sure you do these things so that you can sell it quickly and for the most top dollar. All right, here we go. Now we're going to be talking about a lot of features and a lot of benefits for your house. And this is not something you're just going to go online and just say, what should I price it at? There's a lot of different things you need to keep in mind. But first, what I want you to do, click that notification and subscribe, and also comment on any other tips that maybe I didn't include because it might be helpful to somebody else who's watching. All right, first thing, what I want you to do is you're going to look at what has sold around your area. So it's like a 1/4 mile area I would start out at. And you're gonna look at solds between 3 to 6 months. Now, some markets I look at 60 days and less because different markets do different things, but normally 3 to 6 months. If you're not seeing a lot of properties, because you might be out in the country there, or you might be in an area that hasn't had a lot of solds, you can go out a year. Sometimes you can go out 18 months, but usually you can find enough comps in that area. And by the way, comps stand for comparables. Comps, comparables. You'll hear us talk about that as real estate agents. Okay, so you have that 1/4 mile radius. You found some properties and you saw your neighbor sold the house just 30 days ago and it was $300,000. So you're like, I'm gonna get it for $300,000. No. We gotta dig a little deeper here. Okay, so first, what I want you to do in that house, so you have that house that sold, and then maybe you found another one 2 blocks away that sold for $280. Great, that's great too. And then you saw another one, whoa, that sold for $350. So you might say, I'm going to sell mine for $350. Well, no, you can't do that. What you need to do first is the like and kind, features and benefits. Okay, so take those 3 properties and look, are they the same square footage as yours? Is that $350,000 house, is that a lot bigger than yours? Or is it equal? If it's equal, has it upgraded? Do they have more bedrooms? Do they have more bathrooms? So these are the different things that you're going to look at when you're trying to price your house. So you might say, you know what? That one has a finished basement. That has all the bells and whistles, and I didn't do much to my house since I built it. Well, you probably wouldn't want to use that one as what price you should be at. And then you go to that $300,000 house. It has the same bedrooms. It has the same bathrooms. Okay, next step is it has the same bedroom, has the same bathrooms. Now look at features and benefits. Okay, do they have a finished basement? Oh, they do. Same with you. Do they have, so they have the same bathrooms. Oh, they actually have 1 more bedroom. You have 3, they have 4. Well, that is a little bit higher. That would be a little bit higher than yours most likely. So you keep all of that in mind. Also, did they upgrade? Do they have a fence? Do they have a better yard? Are they on a better lot? Because different lots equal better houses sometimes. Because if you're on a main street, you can't compare and equal that same house on a busy road to a neighborhood. That neighborhood, if they're equal, that neighborhood house will either sell faster or will price a little bit higher. So you have to keep that all in mind. I always say it's like a little dance, trying to figure out so you're not stepping on people's toes And during this time, you might step on toes trying to figure out what price you should list it for. Proximity of things will also be something that people will look at for pricing. Are you closer to everything, or are you way far away from everything? Those that are way far away usually don't get as much dollars per square foot. Now that dollars per square foot that I talk about, that is the price of the house. So let's say 300,000 and it has 3,000 square feet. So that would be $100 per square foot. That is something that a lot of people like to look at on how many dollars per square foot it is. And in different areas are different. So you can't compare and say, well, you know what, my friend lives in this city. And my house is equal. So I'm in this city, I'm gonna price it the same. No, you cannot do that because different cities are different dollars per square foot a lot of times. So you just have to keep in mind only that quarter mile radius. Sometimes you can go out to a mile radius, sometimes for the whole city. It just depends on the area. Another thing you're gonna wanna do is just look at renovations. Have you done a lot of renovations? Sometimes you might have priced yourself out of the market. So don't plan on getting all that money back that you spent. I have so many people say, well, I put this much money in my house, I want that much money back. Well, it just all depends on the market at that time. Different markets are different, so you have to keep that all in mind. Another thing you're gonna wanna do is look at your competition. Look at those around you and what they're priced at. Now, if you are looking at it and you're priced 100,000 higher, that might be something you might want to keep in mind, because unless you're going to help all the other houses sell, which you will if you're priced $100,000 too high, you're going to help sell all your competition and they'll be thankful that you're out there. You're also going to want to look at the contingent and the pending and how long it took for them to sell, because some of those on the market that have been contingent and pending and it's been over 400 days, that means it's been on the market for over a year before it went under contract. So keep all of that in mind when you're pricing it. Do you want to price it and do you want to get out of there fast so you can move on to that next destination? Of course. So make sure you price it well and keep that all in mind, and make sure hit that notification, comment on anything I've missed, and we'll see you next time.